Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about the launch of Last Epoch 1.0, patch 1.0. And I want to start by saying that a lot of people that are angry understandably, because I know a lot of you took your days off from work to play the game as soon as it launched in 1.0. That being said, there's a few things to keep in mind with respect to the launch of Last Epoch 1.0. One of the biggest ones is the fact that it garnered so much hype with the ball being dropped by Diablo 4 that its server loads weren't able to be handled, mainly because of the fact that everyone was trying to log in and they couldn't get everyone through the gate fast enough. So that was the issue. It was hitting the matchmaker quite hard, as you can see at 9:22. Judd, who is the CEO of 11th Hour Games, posted in the Discord. Initial burst of load is hitting the matchmaker quite hard, working on scaling it faster. This may result in failed or slow scene transitions, especially in town zones. We will keep anyone in the loop with what we've seen or what we're seeing in the war room. So that continued throughout the day. They were working to stabilize matchmaking, and the request volume, as he says, was humbling. I know he had a few messages in the Discord throughout the day mentioning about 150,000 people were trying to get through the gate at once, and they weren't prepared for that. So right here, as you can see at 11:46 CST, 150k CCU, and the initial burst of volume has our matchmaking services experiencing some issues that we're quickly working to rectify. We're in the war room with our backend team and service providers, tuning all the dials and knobs as quickly as we can. And then at 12, they found the API service is failing, so they restarted it. Full offline mode. They suggested that you start playing in full offline mode while you're waiting for the servers to be functional, basically. And it continued throughout the day. Understandably, I mean, the hype for this game is mind-boggling. 1 million copies sold as of February 9th, and they tried to do everything they could to get the servers up to speed, but I think they missed one crucial part, which was the concurrent users trying to get through their matchmaking service. That was one thing that they missed, and it was a crucial miss because it resulted in everyone not being able to log in. It resulted in people not being able to get into the game, basically. And to their credit, they worked throughout the day trying to rectify it, trying to fix it. A lot of people were able to get into the online mode and play a little bit here and there. I did try after work, and I was able to get in and play a little bit. So I just couldn't get through to the Keeper's Zone, which is one of the key zones if you've played Last Epoch before, where you can start your journey, basically. It's like the epilogue ends or the prologue ends, and then you get into the nitty-gritty in the Keeper's Zone. Anyways, continuing with the updates. At 4 p.m. today, Pacific time, Judd shared an update. He wanted to give another update. They're seeing server connection improve from where they were earlier, but they're still spotty. They're working on improving online experience and eliminating the errors that are still cropping up, like LE61. This is the error that you get every time you try to get into the zone, the Keepers Grove. I forget what it's called. The Keepers Grove is what I'm going to call it. I just want to say that I sincerely apologize for anyone who was really looking forward to playing online today without issues. We sincerely thought we were over-prepared and today would go differently, but it's always something that you don't expect. We will continue to improve stability tonight and throughout the week to ensure that you guys are able to play without the frustration. For those wanting to avoid the online issues, for now, the full offline mode is available when launching the game. We'll have a post-mortem to explain what happened, and I know the community team is getting ready to announce a thank you item for everyone's patience and for helping to keep the positivity high. We are a studio that wants to always respect your time, and again, I want to apologize for the issues. We're very happy to see that so many of you are excited to play, and we'll continue to push hard to make your support of the game and studio worth it. Appreciate you all. So this is what I wanted to touch on. A lot of people are missing the fact that this is a small studio. This is not, a massive studio that for example, let me just pull this up. 11th Hour Games. As you can see, this is a team without borders, but there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, quote unquote, studios or team members that are throughout the world. The total team, I think, is built up of not that many. How many people are in the team? Let's see. No, I want to go to the Wikipedia article. So that's the LinkedIn. Yeah, so they only have 27 employees. So that, I think, is referring to the employees. So there's 27 total employees in the studio. And they've built this game as a passion project, and their launch was still better than, I would say, some of the AAA studios that are out there in terms of what you're getting for the price that you pay, as well as the fact that all updates are going to be free going forward. The only excuse me, the only cost that you'll have going forward in Last Epoch once you purchase the game is any cosmetics that you decide to purchase. So that being said, I don't think it was a failure. It was, let me put it this way, it wasn't a catastrophic failure. Launches of this scale are expected to have issues, especially with a game as intricate as this, with so many loading zones, so many different zones. So it's understandable that they had these issues. It's just that hindsight's always 2020, so you can be like I'm saying right now, these things are expected, but like they said, like Judd mentioned, they tried to over prepare, but obviously they missed something, right? You can't prepare for, you can try to prepare for everything, but if you miss something like this where your concurrent users can't get through to matchmaking, that's a big miss, but it's understandable why it was missed. There was so much going on. The patch is massive. If you recall, just reading even less than half of it, it took me over an hour. And that's with code that's got to work with everything else. So everything is, bug free. And there aren't any issues because this is their official launch. And they also did provide something else to everyone for their patience, which is the Autumnnal Wrap for you. Basically, anyone who owns the game right now, while these issues are happening, will get this as a cosmetic. So, 11th Hour Games Steve mentions, thank you so much for your incredible patience as we work hard to address the ongoing issues. Your support means the world to us. To express our heartfelt gratitude for your patience, we're delighted to present you with a unique token of appreciation, a complimentary in-game gift for your characters, the Autumnnal Wrap backslot item. We can't thank you enough for the love and support you have shown thus far. Anyone who owns a copy of Last Epoch while we are still solving our scaling connectivity issues will automatically be awarded the Autumnnal Wrap. Thank you once again to those who continue to support us, sending us your positive messages and continuing to spread that positivity while we continue to work on getting more servers up and running. And there's another update as of 5 p.m. basically. The team has gone home as of 8:30 p.m. PST for the server backend. And I mean, the fact that they were working throughout the day from 9 a.m. to essentially 8:30, that's a 12-hour day almost, is a testament to how much they wanted to fix this. And they're going to be working on making improvements that will improve stabilization tonight and for the next big online CCU wave. So that's going to be, well, that was 5 hours ago. So that's already done, or they were working towards that, but they are going to be up bright and early. I'm sure they're probably going to be working even now, some of them, because they're passionate about the game. And it's all the negativity that people were spewing in the general chat. I want to take a moment to address you guys. In today's world, we as gamers, as people in the West think that everything should function when it's supposed to. We think that everything needs to bow to our whims, but things can go wrong. And shitting on somebody while they're down is not really helpful. It doesn't fix the issue, and calling people scammers, or saying that they just want your money and things like that, when they're actively trying to create something that is for the community, and they're passionate about it, it's not a good way to go about it. Especially when they've put, I don't know how long it's been. Is it 5 years or something like that to make this game? So if you want good games, if you want good developers, if you want people that are passionate about the games that you like to play, try not to be so negative, especially on launch day. I mean, AAA studios with funding and funds of hundreds of millions can't even get this right. And this is a team of 27, maybe slightly more. And if you expect them to get it right on their first game, I don't know. Making games is hard. It's not easy, and they've done it. So they made a good game, and they put a lot of work into it. So hopefully, within a week or so, we'll forget about the launch. Obviously, there's going to be people making videos and articles about how bad it was and so on. I don't think it was as bad as most people are making it out to be. I can understand the frustration for those that took days off, for example. Understandably, they're annoyed. But for those of us that didn't do that, because personally I was expecting this, just based off of the fact that AAA studios can't even do it. And EHG is a indie studio, and this is their first game. So yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to make this video to give my take on the launch, and just to provide some color to those that weren't there for the majority of it, and that aren't in the Discord, that might be reading comments online or reading the review bombs that might be happening in the future, or things like that. This is just to remind you that this is the first game for EHG. This is their first big launch. This is definitely a learning experience, and I don't see Last Epoch going anywhere. I think it's going to be a great game. It already is, and I think it'll improve over time and just get better and better. And I hope they're around for a long time, because they do seem passionate about the genre, and they put a lot of work into it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.